Hey everyone, I want to thank you for joining us for the Popcorn Frights Wicked Weekend premiere of Bad Candy. Yes, we have director Scott B. Hansen here, as well as co-writer Desiree Connell. Say hi, guys.
Hey.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
So my first question is, how did you guys come together for this project, Bad Candy?
It was a couple years of culmination, basically coming together, and we're both huge horror fans, and we don't think there's enough Halloween movies out there, to be honest. So felt like it was missing. There's a few really good Halloween movies we love, and it's every decade you see really good ones. So we just kind of wanted to contribute a little bit, I guess. So.
Do you have any favorite Halloween films that helped influence and shape Bad Candy?
Oh yeah. I guess I go first. Or you want to go? I would say Trick or Treat. Obviously, Trick or Treat's huge influence on us.
The anthology or the original '80s version?
Well, both are really cool. The anthology, though, I love. Huge fan of all the actors, and Halloween. You know, anything from Carpenter. We're huge Halloween fans.
I think it was more of a love of wanting to do a couple of things our way. And yeah, I feel like by saying something influenced us, it sounds like we're copying or inspired by to remake, but really it was a lot of organic thoughts on both of our parts to push everything together, because we both came up with all the stories and then we both directed. So we got an opportunity to work with some incredible talent, some awesome crew members, and we had a good time. We had a lot of fun.
Well, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say the holiday.
Yeah, just
movies.
October in general.
Yeah,
it's our favorite time of year.
And like holiday movies like Gremlins. Just huge fans of like holiday themed movies. Just adds different pizzazz on the film, I think, and it's more festive. And there's our Pennywise cat behind
I was
us.
like, I could see the cat. Yeah.
I saw the tail wagging.
Now the clown.
Yep.
So
Pennywise the
Did you
cat.
film during the Halloween season, or did you film around the summertime? Because it really looks like, I know you're working in a very limited budget, but it actually looks like it was filmed around Halloween.
Thank you. Then we did a good job.
it was a mix.
It was a combination throughout the year. We just tried to match it as best as possible, and I think we did pretty well.
Yeah, we definitely filmed some of the earlier midsummer months, but a lot of it was filmed. There was a lot of really cold situations, and
there were two scenes that were filmed. I mean, it was so cold outside. We were shaking. We were all huddling. It was
Atlanta,
definitely
Atlanta.
Yeah, filming in Georgia, it can be
erratic.
on opposite ends of the spectrum of temperature. You can be super freezing cold because it's still humid, so it's super cold. Or just face melting hot, and we filmed in everything.
Well, what's interesting, I'm going to tell you straight out, this is one of the most batshit crazy Halloween films I have ever seen. I had no, and I've seen them, almost all of them. Like, I'm a big horror fan.
That's awesome.
I could not tell or even grasp what direction everything was going to be going towards. At the beginning, I was like, all right, I kind of have a feel for where it's going, but it doesn't go that way. It goes in so many different directions, yet it still works. And there are so many segments that I absolutely love. One of my favorites, obviously, is when they basically strip down all the people, put the pumpkin heads on them, which I have a feeling that was probably one of the most challenging sequences in the whole film.
Totally.
Probably a lot of your budget went into that sequence. I could tell these.
I mean, we do really well with management on our budget and keeping track of where we really want to spend our money and where we think it's more wise to, plan differently or budget for certain things. But that was a unique weekend because we were working with talent's availability on certain things, and the creator of Dracubus,
the giant bat creature, he flew in.
He had a very limited window that he could work with us, and we were so thankful that we made it work. But it's challenging.
That was the night where we got like torrential downpours, dealing with animatronic wings 18 feet on each side, and trying to keep
the weather and everything operating
people
smoothly.
half naked. We lost a couple cars just getting stuck in the mud. It was pretty fun though. It was really challenging, but everybody's shaking for real because it dropped to like 33 degrees that night, and then it snowed around 3 o'clock.
And they're mostly naked.
And they're
Yeah.
mostly naked, yeah. And so we kept everybody warm, but it was still like, to get that whole effect, you had to be in the moment. And I don't even think they were acting. I think they were just reacting, which we kind of like to put people in situations. And we didn't even tell people about the bat monster, which was kind of fun.
Yeah, the cool part about this is because we did it in a vignette style, a lot of our cast members never actually interacted with each other. So we have the beauty of surprising everyone in the film. Basically, when they watch it, they're going to see tons of things that they weren't around for, and that's a lot of fun for us.
What was so it's done, it plays out kind of like an anthology. What were the challenges of structuring the film in that way, and doing and having the shooting schedule go along with it? Like, what were some of the challenges with that?
Getting there's so many actors. So like we've shot and we've done other films before where you have like under 10 actors, but something like this is like 60, 70 actors.
This was a
different.
scheduling challenge.
Definitely.
But we made it work, and all of our people worked with us. I mean, it was just great. It was good times. We had a lot of fun. It's definitely, you got to have good times when you're on set and all this weird shit's going down. You have to know how to laugh about it too. So yeah, I think
we had
a good balance.
Well, and even scheduling with working with some of the effects guys, like our guy Wayne Anderson. He was coming off Avatar 2 with James Cameron, so he flew in for us to help us out and do that crazy scene. But getting him on this schedule was like almost impossible. We had to wait a number of months, but it was totally worth it when you see it. And the way you said batshit crazy, that's exactly what we're going for.
And not only are we filming around our regular schedules, I do a lot of TV as my day job, and Scott, of course, has tons of clients as well. So not only are we scheduling in between all of those other things, I mean, I'm working 6-day weeks and taking my 1 day off, going all in on shooting with Bad Candy, and then restarting for myself, and then same thing with you working with other clients. But yeah, it's
definitely it did turn into a weekend type movie here and there. Like, there's no way to do it all. And
so you guys were like weekend warriors.
Yeah, we couldn't. I mean, even if we wanted to do a full like 20 days straight, we couldn't. A lot of our crew and cast, were on Cobra Kai, or they were in Jumanji 2, Creep Show, Walking Dead.
Oh yeah, we had a lot of good people.
There's a lot of good shows filming around here, and we balanced out everybody's schedules in between so many different variables.
Well, you clearly filmed before COVID, before the pandemic hit.
Yep.
Yes,
but
we did.
But how has this pandemic affected your film? Anything within post-production? Has it affected trying to get it out to distributors? Things like what way has this pandemic really changed things?
Yeah.
Because so we wrapped filming. Our final day of principal was in January, like the very beginning of January, and because COVID really like roared up and everybody kind of got sent home in March, we basically just sat around the editing bay and just picked at it for months and submitted it so people could see it and we could get some eyeballs on it.
We were late this year though. We missed the delivery mark, so everybody's kind of delivering for like March and February, March of next year.
Yeah, we're hoping Bad Candy will be in theaters next September.
So, yeah, we're kind of looking for some drive-ins, kind of theater deal. Got some offers right now, but we definitely missed this year, so it's definitely a 2021 movie.
Yep.
And we've had some distributors say they want to put us up against like some of the bigger films like Halloween Kills and Terrifier 2 and a few other ones that we're kind of fans of. And
Well, our film is fun and totally Halloween. So we're
Terrifier
happy.
2 is a film that was also plagued by, they didn't get a chance to finish filming when the production hit, when
Yeah.
COVID hit.
Oh, yeah.
There are other films as well.
Yeah, we just made it.
A friend of ours who directed The Barn, he was trying to finish The Barn too, and then that happened.
Yeah.
It definitely affected a lot of people. I'm sure you wanted the film out by this Halloween.
Totally.
Yeah, we tried.
But people are definitely going to be looking for new Halloween films next year. Especially since they didn't really get anything this year.
Yeah, we put the trailer out 2 weeks ago, and it just hit 4 million views today on Facebook, which is crazy for no push, just word of mouth, and.
Well, you have a great trailer. You have a great title.
Thank you.
You're really offering something that people are going to want to see. I was excited to see it. It's just a lot of fun, and it's unlike any other Halloween related kind of film I've seen before.
Because we love Trick or Treat, but then we love
we wanted it to be our own. Like I'm a
Tucker.
massive dark comedy writer, so everything I write is just disgustingly dark, but kind of usually edgy and funny.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite subgenre. Basically horror comedy. That's why in the last 20 years, Cabin in the Woods is my absolute favorite horror.
Cabin in the Woods is great and has been. The memes have been shining this year.
We love that.
I'm a huge Friday the 13th fan, but Part 6, Jason Lives, will always be my #1 favorite film. I just love when horror and comedy can be brought together and they work, because horror is not easy to pull off. People, give horror, they say, oh, it's horror, it's easy, it's cheap, we could do it. If horror was easy to pull off, every horror movie would be scary. Comedy is even harder. Comedy is... There's nothing worse than a comedy that's just not funny.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing that horror and comedy both have in common is timing. They're both about timing. So when you can bring those two genres together and it works, like with your film, or like with even Trick or Treat, which is really funny, and Cabin in the Woods, then you have a film that's not even going to play great with the audience, but it's going to have legs. It's going to last for years. People are going to look back 10 years, 20 years like, oh man, I love that movie. Because you could be a non-horror fan and still enjoy it because it's and that's what I really love. Those are the horror comedies that work, have a special place in my heart.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
There's the truly terrifying, hilarious Howard the Duck is a perfect example. But before I let you guys go, I want to give you a chance to say something to the audience. What you expect, what you would like to see them get out of the film.
I think we're just extremely grateful for all of the positive and fun feedback we've gotten so far. Winning Best Slasher and Best Comedy together, ultimately winning Best Picture, was a great way to start the season off.
Yeah, Friday Night Film Festival.
Oh yeah, we honestly just want everyone to have a good time watching it, because this to us is the best time out of the whole year. And we feel kind of robbed this year. So we're happy to be able to contribute a little bit of something extra for everybody.
Every day is truly Halloween for
us. Yeah. Halloween started September 1st.
And the last question I forgot to ask is, how did Zach and Corey get involved with the film?
Oh, that's fun. Okay, so we originally had some thoughts and ideas and people that we had conceptualized, with, and due to some unfortunate life situations, we were put in a scenario where we had to recast, and we just were knocking names around one day, and I was like, yeah, this would be super great, but who knows if they're even interested. And we reached out to Corey Taylor just on a whim. We were like, hey, look, we think you're great, and if you think this is cool, we'd love to talk more. And he actually liked the script, and
he memorized the whole script.
He was so stoked, and he was wonderful to work with. We've both been fans, obviously, for a while, but in a professional setting, he was really great to work with too.
Yeah.
And I mean, oh my gosh.
We do a lot of
and
music
who doesn't
videos.
love Zach Galligan?
Yeah.
Like,
Gremlins, Waxwork. I mean,
yeah, who doesn't like him? So
And he was local, and we were surprised.
Oh, we were so stoked
So-
about that.
And we were like, wow, okay, and sent him the script, and
Yeah.
was
Also,
in.
super cool dude.
yeah, I
Yeah.
met him a few years ago at a convention here in South
Yeah.
Florida.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
great.
So I want to thank you guys for joining us and allowing us to present your film Bad Candy to the Popcorn Frights crowd in Florida. And I want to wish you the much success with the film and looking forward to seeing it hit theaters and drive-ins in 2021.
yeah,
Yay.
we're excited.
Yes, please enjoy the film.
See you guys.
All right,
Thank
thank you,
you.
Mark. Appreciate it.